I'm Judy Prince. Right now I'm living at Episcopal Place, which is a housing community for people who are older and people who are disabled. I grew up mostly in North Alabama in a little Appalachian valley that's outside of Huntsville, Paint Rock Valley. Being able to every now and then see an airplane go over. And when I would see that airplane, I would think of, wow, there's places a lot further away than where I am, and wonder about those people on that and where are they going to end up. And I'm wondering where I'm going to end up. My family was telling me that I kept putting my hand over my eye. And that, to them, it meant something was wrong. Fortunately, that my parents kept taking me to different places, and I went to an eye foundation in Memphis. They decided to give me corrective lenses on the eye that still had vision. I had no idea that this was going to be something that would hit me later, because I'd gotten where I could see so well with the one eye. It wasn't until 3 years ago that I was on the street at UAB and I fell. I missed 3 steps on the sidewalk. I had to have emergency surgery, and there was no way that, even though the people at the Eye Foundation are wonderful, there was no way to totally restore the eye. Right. Since that time, I've been aware that there was some changes that would happen to me as I aged. It was a very dreadful time, and I realized that I needed more help.
I think she really had a difficult time letting people help her.
I was accustomed to being quite independent.
To let me even read an email or have to show her something, where's the cursor, and having to point to it on the computer was initially very difficult for her.
It was a real rude awakening to learn that I was going to need some personal care. And that's where Jewish Family Services came in. The Collat Jewish Family Services is really, I consider them sort of saving my life.
She's part of the Just Like Family program that we have at Jewish Family Services, and it's just like that.
They've always been there, and they're unconditionally loving people.
Whether it be that a family member doesn't live in the state or has work responsibilities or family responsibilities. So we step in where they are not able, whether it be helping them go to the grocery store or do grocery shopping for them, transport and accompany them to a doctor's visit, and then be the liaison from whatever's reported at the doctor's office to the family member.
Amy came in really at a time when I was trying to deal with a lot of, the paperwork that had to do with rehabilitation, that the forms and stuff. It just really stressed me out. So that's where we probably connected best the first time.
Anything where whatever the client has as a need, we try to meet.
She also knows how to navigate the system to get the best services for the people she helps.
Since I have elderly parents, that I would expect someone to be working with them. I would expect that, so I try to work with people that way.
I have 4 different services there. Ann was the personal care attendant who comes in and helps me with my apartment and my food preparation and laundry and selecting my clothes.
It means a lot for me to be there for her, to help her get her clothes organized or tell her what her bills she has, what needs to be paid, as well as in friendship-wise.
In terms of the meal preparation, I actually try to do as much as I can for myself. That's what I learned at the Colorado Center for the Blind. And I only asked Ann to do things where I might cut my hands or something.
And say, oh, I have this project going on, I have this going on, can you help me get this done? So we're able to learn things at the same time and get the projects done.
I was trying to find some way I could keep from being so depressed because I wasn't working and I wasn't, my life had become pretty inactive compared to what it had been. The Paint Rock Valley project is really something that I was involved in, the history part of it, before I lost my sight.
I think she bleeds Paint Rock Valley and the Appalachian Mountains. And I've been able to help her so that she can do the projects that she so passionately wants to do.
We're trying to start the farmhouse project where we're trying to connect this very isolated little valley with the larger world. So I'm hoping it'll grow and bloom.
We try to meet the clients for where they're at and the family members for where they're at, because not just is the client our client, but the people who are involved in their lives are also people that we want to take care of and work with and be there for.
The life that I knew, I no longer have, but I have, in some ways, even a richer life, in that I've been able to allow people to help me instead of my always being the helper.
Don't be afraid to reach out to us, because we're here. We do it lovingly, respectfully, and with a smile.